With Spencer Bradley, and we're just getting ready for the spooky season. So what can you tell me your favorite horror movie is?
Ooh, favorite horror movie. When I was in like 6th grade, I was obsessed with Saw.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first Saw and Jigsaw, I like. All the other ones I could, take it or leave it.
Maybe you could say you're kind of into the torture a little bit.
Okay, not normally, but there was something about like the plot twist at the end and like just the psychological thing of them not knowing where they are and all that, and the stranger, and then like the plot with like the doctor and whatever, and how
That's a pretty interesting way of looking at it. Would you say like maybe there's a horror movie that you think like has like maybe like you feel like there's a personal connection to like a sex scene or something like that?
Ooh, like
because I mean horror movies are pretty anonymous and pretty popular, like with sex and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, horror and sex, they exist in the same realm.
They correlate one another.
Honestly, there hasn't been as many memorable like sex horror movie things for me as much as like books. I've gotten into extreme horror lately, and there's some pretty fucking brutal sex scenes. Like if I do gore, it's when I'm reading extreme horror.
Okay.
Like for some reason, I like most of the time I like cringe and like the blood on the screen, but there's something about reading it that's just like.
I've always been a really big fan of reading books myself. I find it like sometimes maybe a little bit more in-depth and entertaining than actually watching a movie sometimes. But I feel like you're actually gaining knowledge while doing it.
Exactly.
It's using your brain capacity to help with your creativity and stuff like that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, because people curated it for you on a movie.
Helping the imagination.
Oh, for sure. Have you read Playground by Aaron Beauregard?
No.
That one's a really good one. It's super gory, creative.
Yeah.
But also, like, the end almost made me cry with the character development of one of the guys. It's good.
I'm like a really big, huge fan of H.P. Lovecraft, but he's actually like very difficult to read and understand. Like it takes place like all the way back in like late 1800s, early 1900s.
Oh, so the vocabulary is like...
It's like almost you had to like grow up in that era to like learn how to talk and speak like that. But have you ever seen the movie The Substance?
I keep hearing about it.
It's heavily body horror like, if you know what that is. So it's like
like the stuff I read,
very grotesqueness of the body. But I was always thinking to myself, like, if you ever do get around to seeing that movie, I feel like you could be like, not Demi Moore, but the girl who plays her counterpart in a movie.
Okay, I have to watch it.
I feel like you kind of look like her a little bit.
I keep hearing about it. I have to watch it.
I definitely highly recommend.
Okay. Well, I have to put it on my list. I have some traveling to do, so I'll download it for my plane ride back to LA.
There you go. So this is kind of like maybe a personal question, but would you ever bang a dude in a wheelchair?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to know. Only just saying because sometimes like, I mean everyone's like usually generally nice, but sometimes they look at you and you're like, I don't know.
Well, it wouldn't even be like a pity thing for me. It's like, I want to do the splits on these arms.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to get creative with it. I did do gymnastics and cheerleading. I did. Like, and I was a stripper for 5 years, too.
There you go.
Yeah, I could get upside down with my
all
knees
for
on here. Give me like an upside down blowjob. Like, hold on to the arms. Like, we could get fun up in here.
Sign me up. Something I've been like working with, I've been asking like some other girls around here as well, is that how do you help maybe make porn somewhat safer for newcomers that are coming in, and how do you help them meet the right people and maybe try and strive or get away from substance abuse and suicide, because I've realized that it's kind of been like a problem like within the past few years.
I feel like it actually used to be a bigger problem, but it's still happening and still happening way too much.
Unfortunately.
The industry is trying to get better about it. but unfortunately I feel like for some studios it's more of like a protocol than actually making sure like, oh, on paper they said everything's okay, on paper we did this, on, you know what I mean? So I think the answer to this is community. I think we need to be interacting with each other more. I think I encourage new girls to message as many performers as they can. Don't just talk to the agents, don't just talk to the directors, talk to the girls. Don't be shy to message. You know, I came into this industry blind and I had a huge learning curve, and I wish I would have talked to more people, because I learned, you know, there's ways to actually create a really good launching pad for yourself. And, you know, and it's just good to have community around, because in general, community prevents addiction. People get addictions when they're lonely or feeling something. You know what? There's something missing, and when we have a community, it's easier to stand on your own 2 feet because you have support.
I definitely agree with that. Well, that's all I really have, but thank you so much. That was awesome.
This was a really good interview. So no one's interviewed me about horror before, and I love horror.
I have to. I'm obsessed myself, but